They really are.
You've got the riverfront of Columbia High and the grand stages in Mannheim, all across town to Elko and Anvil, and maybe even a long trip to Lampeter, Stroudsburg, Warwick, or Penn Manor. All have proven to be iconic scenes for LL basketball, but tonight in South Lebanon, all signs point to the league playoffs in a couple months as the new favorite Cedar Crest Falcons take on Section 1 rival and defending champs Hempfield Black Knights. Urgency and pace are the order of the day as the Black Knights come into the cage with a little bit of a different mood than a year ago. The Knights have been struggling to start the season. They started 0-2. They finally tied it up for a 2-2 record. It's LO game day with Nick, Rohan, Tyler, and Finn. What are we doing?
Yeah, and honestly, I think a big part of the reason why they're struggling so far is because they lost all their seniors. Losing their 1,000-point scorer, Miguel Pena, I mean, that's a big blowout for the season.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know, I think losing Miguel Pena after last season was a big blow to the team. And I think that they're just trying to rebuild now with Ben Short.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, gentlemen, if there's one thing we know about Tommy Smith and the Crest program, it's that defense is not an option. It's a requirement, okay? If you want to play for Tommy Smith, if you want to be a Falcon, you got to be able to know how to switch the script and, you know, just become an absolute dog on defense. I'm talking hard-nosed. I'm talking slapping the hardwood, okay? Listen, because it's not always up here. It's in here sometimes, okay? And listen, these boys, they're going to go to war tonight. I'll tell you that much. They're going to go to war. And I'll tell you one thing. The Black Knights, they have their hands full in the cage tonight. They certainly do.
Yeah, absolutely. Finn's exactly right. Coach Smith has preached for his entire career that defense is the thing that will win the game. Absolutely. Our boys just came out now. Although all eyes are on the cage tonight, other battles around the Lancaster Lebanon League are already taking their shape across the 717. But before we make these picks, we're going to bring in our favorite principal, Mr. Chris Groff.
Let's stand
Oh,
up.
yeah! Here he is. Here he is himself.
Mr. Groffy.
Thank you, gentlemen. Glad to be here.
Ready to make some picks?
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
All right, Rohan, we'll start with you. We got the Red Tornadoes at the Comets, McCaskey, Penn Manor. Who you got?
Honestly, right now, McCaskey is starting off with a record of 1-3, while the Comets are off with a fire 5-0. So I'm going to have to give it to the Penn Manor Comets.
Go ahead. I'm not making a pick.
You're not making a pick?
I'm not making a pick.
Well, I'll tell you what, I always liked McCaskey. I thought they were fairly young last year and did some good things, so I'm going McCaskey tonight.
You know, despite McCaskey having a larger lineup and being on the taller side, I'm going to have to go with the undefeated Comets.
Penn Manor, they're 5-0. And I've been watching these games with silent scrutiny. You know, every game they've increased their efficiency, and they are a powerhouse, and I think that they are definitely going to show it to McCaskey.
Most definitely. We've got the team across town, the Lebanon Cedars at Mannheim Township's Blue Streaks.
Honestly, with both of these teams struggling so far this year, it could go down to either team. It could be a dogfight. But like Township is at every other sport, I think that they have the dogs in them, and I think that they have enough dog to win this game.
Well, in this one, I'll tell you what, our neighbors are struggling a little bit, but Lebanon's always a bunch of tough kids. And you guys remember Mr. Payne? He now teaches at Township. Go Cedars.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
You know,
Tyler?
Even though Lebanon is winless so far this season, I'm going to take the team across town, baby. Give me the upset. Give me the Cedars.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't disagree with that. You know, what do you know about Sam Bowie, a high school phenom, 1984 NBA draft, one of the greatest drafts. We got Hakeem the Dream and his airness himself. Who was drafted #1 overall? Sam Bowie. If it wasn't for injuries, he'd be the greatest basketball player of all time, and he is a Lebanon Cedar product.
So you're telling me that 3 of our pickers have picked the team across town.
Yeah,
Give
Everybody picked the Cedars but me. Honestly, I might just flip to the upset too.
You got the Cedars.
I got the Cedars now, baby. Let's go.
All right. Let's
Absolutely.
move on. We've got Conestoga Valley at Solanco.
Coming off a 1-point loss to Donegal, the Buckskins do look on to take on the Solanco Golden Mules. Honestly, both teams could go either way. Solanco in the last 4 games have scored only 51 points. In 4 games, only 51 points. So I'm going to have to take Conestoga Valley getting over them on this one.
I'll tell you what, I don't know much about both these teams, but do you guys know Miss Sweden, one of our English teachers?
Yeah.
She went to Solanco. Go Mules.
Go Mules.
You know, I'm going to have to counteract that with the Mules. I think even though Conestoga Valley just lost 1 game last week by 1 point, they're going to be coming out with a ton of energy, and I think they're going to be able to beat Solanco.
Let me preface by saying, has anyone ever seen the movie Hoosiers? Of course.
Of course we have.
You know, Solenko, we're talking the heart of central Pennsylvania farmland, okay? That kid on the Hoosiers basketball team, I don't know what his name was, I forget. He was their best player. He was a farm boy. He was putting up shots in the back of the barn, okay? They got a whole 15-man squad of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay, they cannot be beat.
Absolutely. They're corn-fed in southern Lancaster County. They got to win. You got to pick them. We got Ephrata at garden spot.
Honestly, talk about a tall team here. Ephrata has 11 players over 6 foot tall. 11 players over 6 foot tall. When Garden Spot only has 6. And in basketball, this is a height versus skill and a height versus heart. And honestly, I'm taking Ephrata.
You know, over all my years of coaching baseball and basketball, spent a lot of time beating Ephrata. So I think I'm just going to pick Ephrata to win just because I feel sorry for him.
Ooh, okay.
You know, despite Ephrata being winless this season, I'm going to have to go with them too, even though Garden Spot's 1-3.
I'm going to stop you right there. 2 words, Garden Spot. These guys are dogs. They know what they're doing. They're coming out with a W.
Is that the garden spot Spartans?
Absolutely.
Is that what they are?
That's what they are.
I think I take the Spartans too.
Spartan on the table right now.
I think we do. We got E-Town at last year's semifinalist, league semifinalist, Manheim Central.
The Barons are cruising right now to solid 3-0. They just lost. They did just lose their 1,000-point scorer, but they show no signs of slowing up. And last year they were Section 2 Samson. I think they're looking to repeat it again. Give me the Barons.
Well, I'm assuming you guys know that Mr. Warnavage coached football Manheim Central.
Absolutely.
Let's go E-Town, baby.
Yeah, let's go Bears.
What a take. So, you know, Manheim starting off this season pretty hot after winning Section 2 last year. They lost their best player in Trey Groom, but I think they're going to be able to come out on top against E-Town tonight.
This is a tough one for me, seriously. But I'm going to have to give the edge to Manheim Central. Michael Manheim, the founder of the school many years ago, he once said that basketball is life, and I think his words will ring true. They're going to come out with the W, absolutely.
There's a lot of things coming from that side of the table that I don't know if I believe. Last one, we got Northern Lebanon at Cocalico.
Both of these teams are on the bottom of the division right now. Just like the Lebanon versus Township game, I think it could be a dogfight. But Solenko is coming off a win last week, and honestly, I think that they could keep the win streak going, so give me Solenko.
Cocalico.
Cocalico. Give me Cocalico.
So I don't know if you boys know this, but I spent the last 25 years as a Falcon. But prior to being a Falcon, I was a Viking. Northern Lebanon pride, let's go Vikes.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
You know, I'm going to have to go with Mr. Groff on this one. Get me the guys up north. Get me Northern Lebanon Vikings, baby.
We do have another alumni in our Cedar Crest staff. Cody Hassler went to Cocalico.
Yes, he did.
And I heard that a few days ago he visited them during one of their practices and he gave them a pep talk. And I don't know exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was enough inspiration to carry them to a W this week.
I absolutely agree with you. Cody Hassler is the heart and soul of
Absolutely.
the Cocalico Eagles.
Absolutely.
They are.
He's the face
but
of Cocalico.
none of that matters. This is the big one. A rivalry unlike many other in this league and 2 of the best programs in the past decade. It all goes down right here in South Lebanon. Rohan, who you got?
Okay, we all know what's been happening in the last couple years when we play Hempfield in basketball. It hasn't always been good, but this is our year. We're the favorites to win it all, and we're the favorites to win tonight. Give me Cedar Crest.
Tyler, go ahead.
You know, I'm going with the Falcons, baby. We're going to keep this win streak going, and we're winning the section. I'm calling it now.
Listen, these guys, they're dogs, first of all. They're animals, and most importantly, they are Falcons, okay? When they smell blood, they're ready to go out and attack. And that's exactly what they're going to do tonight. I have to go Falcons all the way.
Mr. Groff, who you
I'll
got?
tell you what, boys. I think I got something to show you my prediction.
Do you? What? Well,
What could this be, ladies and gentlemen?
No
What could
way.
this
What are you
be?
doing?
no way! Oh, he's got the Falcons! Let's go! I'll tell you what, I don't think our principal's ever been wrong, and I doubt that he starts now. A Section 1 clash awaits us. Thanks for joining us. It's Rohan, Nick, Mr. Groff, Tyler, and Finn. Let's go Falcons!
Let's go Falcons,
Game,
baby.
boys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Cage. We have a matchup tonight between the Cedar Crest Falcons and the Hempfield Black Knights, our first live stream of the 2023-2024 basketball season. I'm your play-by-play Nick Lambros. With me, as always, is Coach Brian Powers as my color commentator. Coach Powers, you have some keys to the game for us tonight. What do we got from the Black Knights? What do we got from the Falcons?
Absolutely, Coach. So for the Falcons on offense, we're going to put a heavy focus on our transition game. We want to push the ball as much as we can, and then when we're in our half-court sets, we want to make sure we're working the ball to our bigs. We do have a little bit of a height advantage with some of our size in the front court. On defense, we're going to pressure the ball, and we are emphasizing our defensive rebound and getting boards using our size. Definitely on defense, we are putting heavy emphasis on stopping number 30, Ben Troyer.
I hear he's a heck of a scorer, Coach. Not under 25 so far this year. He's taking the tip against R.J. Young. Tip goes to Fernando Marquez, favor of the Falcons. Out in the court for the Falcons right now, number 1, Fernando Marquez, 0, Leo Torado, 2, Owen Chernich, 14, Aiden Champ, and number 11, R.J. Young. Nano takes to the hoop and draws the first foul of the game. Always a good contest here between the Falcons and the Black Knights. Both Coach Smith and Coach Walk have a lot of respect for one another, been doing this for a long time with a lot of success on both sides. Starting for Hempfield, Nick Deeg, Thomas Gable, Ben Troyer, Caden Axe, and Spencer Troyer. 6'4" across the front court for those guys. Again, the height advantage for Cedar Crest with the two bigs, Champ and R.J. Young, 6'6" and 6'7", respectively. Marquez hits the first. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, early on, aggressive by Marquez, taking the ball to the hoop. I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight, attacking their defense.
Always have to. Hempfield runs a lot of different defensive zone sets. They run a very good offense. You know, you got to keep the pressure on them and keep the initiative. Troyer moves the ball here. Over to his brother, Troyer. Inside walk called on Gable.
Good help defense there. I think we're going to get a lot of that. When Troyer gets the ball, like I said earlier, heavy emphasis on Troyer. He's going to draw a lot of double teams. So if we take the ball out of his hands, it's going to be the other kids that are going to have to beat us, I think.
Yep. Chernich brings the ball up, direct in the court, as he does and has done for 3 solid years as a starter here for the Falcons. Over to Torado on the wing.
You know, we certainly have a lot of experience now.
Nice take there by Torado. Can't quite finish. Young can't come up with it. Errant pass to Marquez with the layup.
Pressuring the ball.
4-0 lead for the Falcons. Torado spotting that pressure defense to Deeg. He drives, kicks it over to Axe. Axe guarded by Marquez tightly. Down to Troyer. Over to Gable. Shot. Troyer. Ooh, an and one off of a 3, I believe, Coach.
Well, it's going to be a tough task for whoever's assigned to Ben Troyer. He's averaging about 27 points a game.
Yeesh.
Early
in the season, I get that, but
in a high school game, averaging 27 points a game is pretty legit.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's the focus of most teams' game plan, and they haven't been able to stop him. So we'll see if we can.
Yeah. Knocks down the 4-point play by Troyer over the bark of the Falcon student section. They seem a little amped up tonight. Wall call on there, Marquez. Must have lifted his plant foot before he drove to the rack.
Well, I tell you, Coach, when the ball gets down in that corner, you got nothing from me because I'm completely screened. I can't see a thing.
I'm screened as well. Good.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. It's only just a little sliver of the court.
Coach, the renovation will fix it all.
Renovation's got it, Coach. Again, Torado tight pressure, similar as he did all football season, playing cornerback for the Falcon. Again, Hempfield working their motion into the lane. Off the backboard, in out. Champ with the board, kicks it to Torado. Torado, nice spin move. Dished out to Chernich, back to Torado up top.
D got a nice drive to the basket. He just went up with it a little too much strength.
Yep.
A little more touch, and that would have been a nice drive and pull up.
Nice drive there by Chernich. Layup, nice bucket in. 6-4 now, Falcons. Chernich's first points of the game.
I think our quickness is going to give them problems. As I said in keys of the game, we want to run transition, and we want to use our quickness. Our guards are pretty quick, definitely skilled. Very veteran. 4 seniors and a junior.
Takeaway from Troyer by Torado. Oh, stolen right back by Troyer. Drives to the lane, puts a shoulder into Shop. Hard off the rim. Now it does not go. Marquez up with the board. Doubled down low. Kicked over to Shop. Shop up. Falcons have some numbers. Kicked over to Torado. Cross court. Chernich drives down. Kickball. Attempted hard pass down low to R.J. Young, who was open down low.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see a give and go there. When Shop gave it up to Torado on the wing, I would have liked to have seen him go back to Shop. It might have been Dunk Central there, Coach.
I could go for a little Dunk City action. Ooh, errant pass, stolen by Troyer. Marquez in pursuit. And one. Little body foul there on Marquez, and Troyer is going to go to the line for a traditional 3-point play attempt.
Well, he's got 6 points already, going for 7.
Yep.
And
Well on his
Coach,
way to probably 80.
And Coach, they have 7 points, and if he makes this, and he'll have all of them.
Yeah. You can see the talent. You can see the talent. Knocks it down, 7-6 lead for the Knights, the Black Knights of Hempfield. A little bit of a little sagging zone pressure here, their zone press. Hempfield, again, they mix up their defenses, they mix up what they do, and they've done it very well for a lot of years. Again, Coach Walk is a heck of a coach there of Hempfield.
Absolutely.
Shot, corner 3, hits off the front of the rim, Deeg up with it. Drives down lane, looking down, number 12, Camden Wayforth is checked into the game. Over to Troyer.
I mean, Hempfield is
over to Troyer.
Constantly.
Stuck in the corner. A lot of pressure there. Down to Troyer. Oh. And that will be a charge taken by Leo Torado.
That's a good call. He was set.
Feet were set. Takes the charge. Smallest guy on the court takes the charge from one of the bigger guys on the court. That's the effort Torado you're going to get, or from the effort you're going to get from Leo Torado all night.
The younger Troyer, he lowered his shoulder into him and knocked him over.
He did. He did. And working their press. A couple Falcons making their way to the scorer's booth to check in. I see Danny Speaks and Jackson Custer. Nice dish into Marquez. Up with the left, off the backboard. Doesn't go. Steals the ball in a rebound. And one. Marquez cannot be denied. He'll be going to the line for a 3-point play attempt.
So far, Marquez has been physical, and there's been nobody to match him physically.
You don't rush for 1,000 yards and 20 touchdowns if you're not a physical athlete, Coach.
Valid point, Coach. Valid point.
Chernich and Young check out of the game. Danny Speaks. Jackson Custer check in. Coach Smith goes pretty deep into his bench, 8 to 9 guys on the rotation. Keeps fresh legs, as this is going to be a long season for this Falcon team. They have the quality to go deep in the playoffs, I believe. Falcons get the rebound off of the Marquez miss. Marquez over to Custer. Custer drives into the lane. Kick back out to Marquez. Falcons into their dribble drive. Pull up. Off the back of the rim, Marquez. The Black Knights up with it. Over to Troyer. Troyer being guarded by Custer.
That was an interesting matchup for Jackson. He's quick, athletic. We'll see if he can handle the length and skill of Troyer.
Wayforth, errant pass, stolen by Torado. Drives, kicks, Marquez in the bucket. It is a 10-7 lead. Marquez has 8 points. He's matching Troyer point for point right now. And Troyer kicks it over to Troyer.
I mean, it would be very hard for any of our players to have 27 consistently because we have so many good players on our team in terms of
there's a
scoring.
lot of depth this year.
Yeah.
A lot of depth like those Falcon teams from a few years ago that were making their deep runs and playing at Hershey Park Stadium. Wayforth up with the board, but he falls down low, and a walk will be called. Custer will inbounds. Falcons into their offense. 10-7, 3:15 left to go here this first quarter. Custer down low. Again, looks like Hempfield might be working their zone. Nope, their man. They're still working they're in their man.
A couple sets ago they were in a zone. Now they've switched to man, and
they do. They switch their defense.
They're going to mix it up.
They do a heck of a job with it. Shot missed. Deeg up with it, but loses it out of bounds. It'll be Falcon ball underneath.
Our shooting's been a little inconsistent so far tonight. I believe if we hit a couple of these shots, we would be obviously up with a better lead.
Well, if you keep driving to the lane like that, you're going to have, again, put the pressure on that you need, plus you're going to draw some of those fouls. Shot doesn't go by Marquez. Champ kicks it to himself over to Torado. Falcons into their offense. Speaks, corner three, knocks it down. His first points of the game. Didn't take him long to get going.
What a luxury to have to be able to pull guys like that off the bench, you know. Obviously, you know, it takes a good team player to be willing to come off the bench. But
especially with that kind of talent.
Absolutely. With the amount of senior starters we have.
Yep. Young checking in for Champ, giving him a break. Gable checks in for Troyer.
It'll be interesting to see how many more guys Coach goes to. I know you said earlier you go 8 to 9. We'll see if he shortens the bench or if I think he'll try to get 8 to 9 guys in. But
typically 8's his number, but he has gone rotationally before with more guys. Ooh, attempted steal by the Falcons. Missed opportunity there. Deeg with the bucket. 13-9 Falcon lead. 2 minutes to go here first quarter. Custer some nice moves there. Marquez, 3-ball off the front of the rim. Deeg up with another board.
That was the last. That was the first points from a non-Troyer.
Yep.
From Hempfield there, Coach.
Yep. Custer guarding Troyer. Young working the double. Little crossover move, kicked over. Deeg, 3-ball up and good. Falcons go right into their transition. I love seeing that. They give up a bucket, go right into that transition offense.
Nice pass.
Torado, 3-ball, matches Deeg and hits. 16-12 now Falcons. Minute and a half to go first quarter.
Very unselfish by Jackson Custer. He could have taken that shot. Saw Leo on the wing.
Yep.
One more past it and wide open and buried the 3.
Deeg with another 3-ball. Yeah, Custer does what he does. He passes the ball. I'm a fan of that.
Looks like
quarterbacks
we have,
do that.
A little bit of a shoot-off between Deeg and Leo.
Yeah, this is going to be a good basketball game. I know we're going to be in for a treat here with these two teams. This is what they do. And we've seen this year after year with Coach Smith and Coach Walk with these Falcon Black Knight games. Falcons going to slow things down here. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. A few questions about that I noticed on Twitter last night at one of our neighboring schools' basketball games. The team held the ball because they didn't like his own defense for a long time, and that's the game. There's no shot clock. Marquez up, misses, gets his own board, and finishes. Physical down low.
Hempfield has to do a better job of getting a body on him and boxing him out. They're just letting him stand in there and just use his athleticism, get up and put backs and rebounds and taps.
Well, again, he is a horse. 10 points so far from Marquez here first quarter. Deeg looking to find something. He found Troyer. Troyer doubled by Torado and Custer. Ball stolen by R.J. Young. Great defense by the Falcons.
Nice job.
Stolen again. Kick down Speaks. Oh, they just can't get a shot off. Great defense there by the Falcons.
Awesome effort. Awesome
18-15 here.
Can't argue with the effort, Coach.
Yep. That's what you like to see, especially on that defensive end, that defensive effort. Quick break here as the end of the first quarter. Falcons lead 18-15. They get him out in the football field too.
Yeah, I like how Coach Smith is mixing up who is playing Troyer, giving him some different guys, some different looks, different skills defensively. I like that.
Ooh, nice. Groff on Troyer now for that matchup. Foul called. I'll tell you what, Troyer has a little bit of he's a little wiggle there once he gets the ball up. A little James Harden action there where he draws fouls on his shot, during his shot.
I mean, I think wiggle is the best way to describe it. He gave a little bit of a head fake, little ball fake, and got a little space, and then he, listen, you don't score 28 points a game unless you can create some space on your shot, and he can do it.
This is the first. Has 2 more. Again, Falcon student section. I can't tell if it's a bark, a chirp, or a little bit of both.
I think it's
the second. Oh, it was a 2. It was a foul on a 2-point attempt.
I think it's a bark chirp. Birch. I don't know, Coach.
It's hurting my ears is what he's doing, and I'm on the opposite side of the court.
You know, when I watch the games on the huddle cam and I hear it, and I can't understand what it is. And I'll tell you, this being my first live game, I still can't understand what it is.
Foul called there. A little messy offense by the Falcons. Ball stolen by Troyer, stolen back by Young. Attempt to steal back again by Troyer, and he gets the foul. So that's his first. Excuse me, that's his second foul. And the Black Knights will sub him out. You certainly don't want to get him 3 this early in the second quarter.
No, cannot get 3 before halftime. Not in high school basketball. No.
This is a big advantage here for the Falcons, having the leading scorer, a guy putting 27, 28 points a game on the bench for what should be an extended period of time. Speaks dribbles in, kicks the ball over to Young, hits the ground. Young drives, 6-7 to the hoop, and in. His first points of the night.
That was a nice drive. Put on the ground.
Very well done there. Ball to the ground, kicked over. Weymouth drives. Young straight up. Big block by Young. Body foul. Looks like it'll be on number 23, Dylan Groff. Check that. Looks like it'll be number 2, Owen Chernich. Caden Axe, a 6'1" senior.
He's their
senior lefty, too.
Second leading scorer, Caden Axe.
Great name.
Yeah, great name.
Hits the first.
Little bit of a bigger body. Coach Smith said I would appreciate his game, and so far I do.
Yeah.
We've managed to keep him out of the scorebook till now, but that was a nice physical take, and now he's being rewarded at the line.
Yep. Misses the second, Custer up with the board. Again, I like the matchup with these two teams. There's a lot of diversity in body types on both of these teams, and I think you're going to see again what we're getting right now. Just a good basketball game between two well-coached teams. Travel called on Groff down low. Foot must have slid. Didn't look like he lifted it up there, but on the drive he planted, turned around, must have slid a little bit. So he brings up, guarded by Speaks, kicked over to Axe.
The question becomes who's going to score for Hempfield now with. Well,
there's your answer, Gable.
There's your answer. Nice.
Second horn coming off the Falcon timeout. The Falcon ball underneath. Same Falcon players on the court. Keegan Whaley, number 15, checks in for the Black Knights. He and Deng up top. Still see Axe, Gable, and Troyer back on the court. Spencer Troyer. Falcons into their offense. Trying to get a look here at what the Black Knights are running defensively.
Yeah, they can't afford to put Ben Troyer in.
No.
Not yet.
3 ball doesn't go, but stolen by Chernich. And in with the bucket. Picked one off there, Coach. Section 1 defensive back of the year can do that.
That was a great take. Wasn't sure if he was going to dish it, and then he just decided he's going to put his head down and he's going to go, and he went.
Chernich guarding Whaley. Speaks on Deeg. Groff on Axe. Axe up. Multiple misses by the Falcons. Multiple misses by the Black Knights, but no one there for the Falcons to get the rebound. They missed 3 putbacks. Falcons end up coming up with it. Ball out of bounds there. Very messy transition there. Messy action there underneath.
Hempfield will regret that. Those were points they should have had. They missed 3.
They did. They
missed 3 easy layups.
Golden opportunity there for the Black
Bunnies,
Knights.
gimmies,
yeah,
whatever you want to call it. They missed it. But
Schomp checks back in again. 6'6", 6'7" on the court at the same time for the Falcons. Young up top. Dribbles wide, spins, dishes to Schomp. Falcons reset their offense. Schomp sets a screen for Chernich. Over to Young, into Schomp. Too hot to handle. Ball slapped. Young up with it, and one. Bucket will go, and he will be going to the line.
Very opportunistic there by RJ. He collected that loose ball and then just went right to the basket. Nice play. be nice to break out here and widen this lead a little bit this quarter.
A little bit.
Especially while Troyer's riding the pine with his fouls.
Yeah. Young misses the second. Knight's up with it into their offense. Deeg over to Axe. Axe over to Whaley. Whaley guarded by Chernich. Back to Axe. Black Knights set up their offense. Torado back on the court as well.
If I'm Hempfield, I am burning this clock.
3-ball by Deeg.
And not doing
Airballs
that.
it. Nando
Without
up
my
with
best scorer, best player, I don't want this to get out of hand.
Yep. Young goes hard, draws the block. Looks like he'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
So
Foul shooting has been an issue for the Falcons this year. I know their first 2 games, Coach Smith was very unhappy with the effort on the foul line.
I mean, that's a concentration thing, Coach.
Yeah.
I know they work on it. They
Yep.
probably take hundreds a day.
Yep.
And they just need to focus and concentrate and bury it. But, if I'm Hempfield, and, I mean, what do I know?
Yeah.
Not much. But I'm gonna eat as much time on offensive possession right now and try to keep this score within,
Yep.
not to reach double digits while my best player, my best scorer, the guy who can single-handedly beat any team.
Young
sitting
hits
on
the
the
second.
bench.
Yeah, I think Hempfield, if they said, he's going to be out for a 3-minute stretch here and they're only down 6, you probably, again, you don't want to take that, but it could be a whole lot worse right now. Falcons haven't capitalized on him on the bench. Ike Wolf check in, number 13 for the Falcons. Again, that's 9 so far for Cedar Crest checking in. So, again, trying to keep those legs fresh. Blocked by Young on Troyer. Looks like it'll be black ball underneath. Young with the last one on the touch. Troyer back in along with Wayforth.
I think it's a good call.
Oh, yeah, good call. Yeah,
Yeah.
out on Young, definitely.
Despite, my Falcon bias, I'm pretty sure it did go off of RJ. So Troyer's back now.
Yep. Guarded by Torado.
Now Torado's guarding him.
Nice match up there.
Let's see if Hempfield gets back in the flow now that their main threat is back on the court.
Torado doing a heck of a job working on him, too. They're trying to get the ball to him. They can't right now.
Even if they cannot use him to score, obviously he can. Wow.
Nice crossover move there with the bucket.
And just as I was about to say that he can use him as a diversion, but we got away with one there.
Ball taken away by Torado. Aaron pass there, trying to get it down low to Champ. Troyer, open look 3-ball, pump fakes, knocks it down. And Hempfield's right back in it, 24-25. Wolf brings the ball up. Looks like Chernich is going back to the bench. Or back to the scorer's table, excuse me. Torado, shot blocked. Wayforth, Hempfield up with it. Here comes Troyer. Switch off there. Marquez works on Troyer. Missed off the front of the rim. Torado up with it. Kicked over to Champ. Again,
Troyer's a little impatient there.
Yep, Falcons in their transition. Young, 3-ball from the corner, off the rim. Marquez up with the board. Takes it strong. Blocked. Young up with it. Blocked. And then he finishes. Could have very easily been an and one there as well. A lot of hands up on Young. Again, 6-7 advantage.
I'll tell you this. Troyer he was flirting there with foul number 3.
Yeah, I saw that too. He kicks it over to Deeg.
I love that he's playing aggressive, but man, if he has to come out of the game because he has 3 fouls for an extended period of time.
Try to get it in Troyer, stolen away from the Falcons. They were ahead on that one. Wolf over to Torado. Torado to Marquez, looking to try to get it down low to Young. Can't get it there. Back out. Falcons return to run their offense and set things back up.
That's my black hole corner, Coach. Can't see.
That's all right. Wolf misses. Ball tipped around. Troyer up with it. Hempfield will take a timeout and settle things down here. 2 minutes to go, 27-24. Second horn there. Black Knights will bring it in. Custer, Torado, Marquez, Chernich, and Champ on the court. 2 minutes to go here, second quarter. 27-24 lead for the Falcons. Looks like Dig, Whaley, Troyer, and Wayforth back on the court for the Black Knights. Deeg being guarded by Torado. Custer working against Troyer. Shomp up top there working against Wayforth. Marquez on Spencer Troyer. Attempted double there. Custer still on Troyer. Drive, crossover on the court. Chernich with the steal.
I like
Falcons
that.
in transition. Torado pulls up, hits. Ooh, does not hit the jumper. Off the back of the rim. Wayforth up with it. Black Knights back on.
I like
out.
that last defensive possession. Troyer had the ball up top, and we sent in some defensive help. Obviously, Owen came down and stole the ball from him.
Yep, trying to suffocate him defensively there. Ooh, open look, Spencer Troyer. No one there to box him out. Easy putback for
no body
the
on
big
him.
guy. Yeah.
Somebody has to get a body on him. I'm not quite sure who.
Yeah,
There
love
was
watching
nobody
the Falcons
there.
getting their transition offense, but there was no one there. You know, you don't want to see that on the defensive end. Falcons set up their offense like they're working against the Black Knights here. Custer 3-ball, pushes it off the back of the rim, and Deeg up with it.
Our shooting is leaving something to be desired tonight.
Yeah, been a little streaky here with some of our shooting, but we have not been successful from three-point land. Black Knights, however, have been. Day hits the three. They take the lead. Hempfield's first lead in quite a while. I think 7-6 was their last lead. 30 seconds to go here for the Falcons. 29-27 lead, Black Knights. Kick down to Shomp, down low. Misses the layup. Gets his own board and with the putback, ties the game at 29. Hempfield trying to hold here last possession, bringing the ball up nice and slow, taking their time. 10 to go. Nice crossover by Deeg. Dribble drive, dish down in, bucket doesn't go. And clock will buzz with the score 29. All right, here we go, coming out of halftime. Falcons will be bringing the ball in. They had last possession, 29-29. Heck of a game so far. Leading scores for the Falcon, Marquez at 10, and Young with 7. Troy, of course, with 13, and Deeg with 11. Falcons into their offense. Again, starters back on the court. Man-to-man there. Dished inside by R.J. Young to Marquez. He finishes with the bucket.
That was a nice play. That was a real nice play.
Yeah, well executed.
Yep.
D guarded by Torado. Like the matchups here. Again, this is the matchup I think the Falcons want. You got Chernich working against Troyer, Marquez against Axe, Torado against Deeg. This is a good matchup.
That's the fourth different player who's guarded Troyer tonight.
Yep.
Coach Smith mixing it up.
They are, and they're working together pretty well to try and keep him suffocated as best they can. The kid is talented. I mean, what a basketball player. So Falcon defense getting the claps going. Gable on the court over to Troyer, guarded by double team now. Troyer gets out of it. Now Axe doubled. Not sure if that was a timeout by Hempfield. Looks like it was. 30-second timeout taken by Hempfield. They were locked up in that corner there by the Falcon defense. Well done.
Oh, you mean the corner that I hate?
The corner that you can't see.
The black hole corner.
I saw enough to know what was going on. Because I could barely see
I
his
feel
arm.
like I'm fighting this fight with one hand tied behind my back, Coach. Don't worry, renovation will fix it all. Oh, did I already use that? I already used that joke. I'm now recycling jokes. I guess I've been known to do that every once in a while.
It's a nice back handspring there by Louise Scarpellini. She's one of our exchange students from Belgium. She's on the winter cheerleading squad. Good for her. I'm happy for her.
Is she the young lady who played Powder Puff?
Yes. Yes.
She played a mean defense Powder Puff.
She's a heck of an athlete. She's a gymnast from what I understand.
Ah, there it is. My daughter's a gymnast, so there you go. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Alex Powers, who has friends over, so she's probably not listening to her daddy, but hey,
I'm sure.
That's okay.
Well executed inbound play there by the Black Knights, evening up the score here. Chernich being guarded by nice dish in there to Young with the finish. Chernich guarded by Troyer Gable. Match up there. Deeg bring it up, guarded by Torado.
R.J. Young.
Aaron pass off the hands of Axe.
In 1 year, has just impressed the heck out of me. His skill has just increased so much.
Yeah, biggest thing, his health. His health has been there, and so his physicality and development has
But I'm
not
talking
been
about
stymied
his
by
soft
some
game.
injury.
I'm talking about his passing.
Oh, yeah, everything.
I'm talking about everything. His touch.
Yep. Nice hard finish there by Shampi.
I think Coach Smith said, "Let's work our bigs a little bit in the halftime." We didn't get a chance to talk to him,
Yep.
but certainly they've made an emphasis getting the ball to the bigs.
Nice steal, Marquez there. And the finish. Timeout, Hempfield. Falcons 6-point spurt there gives them a 37-31 lead here. Second timeout by Hempfield this quarter. 6 minutes to go. I think this is a little bit of a longer one, so I'm going to take a quick break here. Second horn. Team's back on the court. And good matchups here for the Falcons. Nice move there by number 12, Camden Wayforth. Over to Troyer. Dribble, dishes, ball stolen away by Chernich. Dished back, give and go. Hard foul on Marquez by number 30, Troyer.
Nice take. Another foul on Troyer.
Yep, that's his third.
Yep. I would love to see them go to whoever he's guarding over the next two or three possessions and see if we can get a fourth on him.
Yeah, you got to challenge him now. I think you
He gets four. We won't see him till middle of the fourth.
Yep.
You have to.
Coach Seldenbridge, great job on the floor. A little bit of sweat down there. Don't want anyone to slip.
Fine athletic trainer.
Best in the business.
Yep, absolutely. Does a great job. Great to work with. Speaking of, assistant principal Mike Robach.
Marquez hits the first.
Great assistant principal. Even better, football.
The voice of the Falcon football
Play-by-play.
live stream, along with Coach Smith, actually. Yeah.
It's amazing how we flip it around.
Yep.
Yep.
Marquez hits both, extends the lead, 39-31 Falcons, his 16th point of the night.
How about a Seth Warren sighting in the stands, Coach, doing spirit fingers on the free throw?
Good for Seth Warren. Good to see him. Foul they're going to be called on number 1 Marquez against Troyer on his drive to the
Not
lane.
on my bingo card. Seth Warren doing spirit fingers. Was it on yours?
It was definitely not. It was definitely not. Seth Warren putting a sentence together was also not on my bingo card. It's if it is, it's in the top left corner.
Not a talker, Coach. He's
Not a talker. Not a
Nope,
talker.
Nope, but a great kid.
Yep.
And he plays hard for us. Absolutely.
Troyer knocks down the first.
Oh, look who it is. I mean, he's certainly trying to make a run for player of the year in Section 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a heck of a player. Again, the Falcons defense has done a pretty good job. They've got to finish the game on him and just try and limit his damage that he can do, because I mean he is a very good basketball player. I mean, he's got some talent there. Young, nice spin move to the rack, finishes strong. Matching his number, R.J. Young with his 11th point. Troyer brings up, guarded by Chernich. Kicked over to Dig.
From what I've seen, Hempfield doesn't have anybody who can guard RJ.
I mean, his talent is pretty good. No charge called on Torado. It looked like he had a shot at getting one there. Dig hits another three. Falcons into their transition. Young down low, drive, Euro step, misses the layup, kicked out. Looks like Troyer's up with it. Guarded by Chernich. Drives, crosses, kicks. That's
Nice.
Weymouth there in the corner. Big block by Young. It'll be Hempfield ball underneath. Good action there for the Black Knights and the Falcons.
Troyer with a sweet no look. I love when I can admire a game from another team.
That's a shot.
Trying to be unbiased. I mean,
Yeah, it's a
kid's a
sign of
player.
respect. I mean,
Kid's a player.
He is.
Yep.
He absolutely is.
Yep.
Being guarded by Marquez. 3 ball. Looks like maybe not partially tipped there, but Wayforth up with it. Kicked in, Daig up with it. No foul call there.
Daig was
Good
in amongst
body.
the trees. That's probably not his best game,
He
but
definitely was. That was not a good matchup for him.
I understand what he was doing. But
Yeah. Falcons trying to set up their offense. Hempfield applying
6'7"
some good
kid
pressure.
trying to shoot a layup over a 6'7" kid when you're
6'7", 230.
5'9". That's usually not a good matchup.
Yep. Into Champ. Foul. 12. Wayforth coming over the back on Champ. Falcon ball down low. More than halfway through third quarter here. Falcons holding on to a 5-point lead, 41-36. They'll have it underneath. Chernich will inbound. Speaks and Custer checking in for Young and Chernich. So it'll be Custer inbounding underneath. Quick dish out there to Champ, over to Torado. 3 ball, in and out. Good board by Marquez. Drives hard, up with it, and finishes.
That left hand's so deadly.
It
It's
is.
just such a soft, easy shot for him. His athleticism, he just elevates, and
Yep,
no one could challenge that with his big body and his touch.
yep. Schroyer being guarded by Custer now. Pump fake, drives, pull up, blocked. Custer. Ooh, no foul call there on Spencer. Looked like a hack on Champ. Foul called. Champ for a push.
Yeah, Shoppy wanted to call there, he didn't get it.
Black Knight ball underneath. Champ's first foul. Marquez now sitting with 18 points. Dig looks to inbound.
I see Mrs.
Over to
Lutz
Spencer
is
Schroyer.
giving me some analysis by text message here, so I just want to give her a shout out for giving me some heads up on what she sees on the live stream right now, Coach. Mrs. Lutz, keen eye for basketball, being she used to be a basketball coach herself.
Custer, jump shot, off the rim. Black Knight's up with it. Dish down in. Troyer to Troyer. Not out of bounds. Looks like it's maybe now thrown away. So it'll be Falcon ball on the side.
Hempfield's gotten progressively sloppier this half.
A little bit so far.
Our defense has been a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more in your face, but they're also creating some self-inflicted wounds on themselves, and that's
Yeah.
no way to live.
A little bit. Like I said, defensively, the matchups for the Falcons look good there. Bringing in Speaks and Custer now, some fresh legs. Hempfield has yet to sub this quarter. Nice drive by Speaks. Kicked. Corner. Torado. Ooh, in and out. Marquez with the board and finish. He's up to 20 points here. Extending to a 9-point lead, 45-36 Falcons.
I think Mr. Marquez is saying, hold the presses on that handing Troyer Section 1 Player of the Year. He
Air
said,
ball
don't
there.
forget about me. This one's going to go up to Speaks. Oh, boy.
Speaks, corner 3, open look, knocks it down. Big shot by Danny Speaks. 12-point lead now for the Falcons.
I like the way we just come out this half and just look more serious.
You take a 19-7 run here in the third quarter. 2 minutes to go here. Troyer, pump fake. Drills a 3. Again, trying to match the Falcons and keeping Hempfield in this game. Custer pulls up. Dishes to Marquez, over to Speaks. Daig working on Speaks. Drives. And one! What a drive by number 3, Danny Speaks. He'll be going to the line.
Troyer's lucky he didn't get called for a reach there.
A little bit, yep.
That
He
would've
actually
been
he tipped it, but Speaks held on to it, kept enough control as it was rattling around in his
That would
hand.
be a terrible fourth foul.
Yep.
As it turns out, Danny Speaks using his athleticism.
Ridiculous athleticism.
Yeah, getting to the rim. And again,
Come play football, Danny.
how about it? It's criminal, Coach. It's criminal.
Groff and Young check back in. Speaks knocks it down.
I tell you, we can't really argue, though. Most of these kids do play football. And
Yeah.
And that's what we like. We like it's a marriage between football and basketball at our school. You know, it's when we have
It's been beneficial. Yep.
when we have a lot of kids who don't play football that play basketball, when we have a lot of basketball kids who don't. I mean, that's when things you could tell things aren't as good as successful at our school. When we have kids that do both, we usually have a pretty good group of kids at Cedar Crest.
Nice passing there by the Black Knights there. 10-point lead here for the Falcons. Approaching a minute to go here, third quarter.
I'd still like to be aggressive on Troyer and see if we can get that fourth foul on him.
Nice dish by Groff over to Torado. Off the front of the rim. Speaks above the rim with the board inside of 4 Black Knights. What a play. They got to get a body on him.
Yeah.
I mean, he just came in there out of nowhere over top of everybody. Four Black Knights standing there. He rebounds it, puts it in for the deuce.
I mean, he's a guard.
Troyer open look off the rim. Torado with the board. Tipped away. Stolen by Gable.
Oh, that should
on
be
the ground, held ball. A little bit of jump ball. And it'll stay with the Black Knights here.
I thought maybe we'd get a walk on 24 when he went down with the ball. He rolled over on it.
Yeah. 22, Caden Torado checking in. That's number 10,
sure
I believe, for
there,
Coach Smith here. 10th player who's played. Again, nice job building some depth here by the Falcons. Still early in the season. Day crosses. It's to Gable. Gable guarded by Groff. Into the corner. Cross. Custer with the help. Back to Daig.
Clearly 24 is not a shooter because
They just
he
left him
would've
alone
let that
there.
fly. He was standing there wide open.
Troyer with the ball in his hand there. Guarded again by Groff. Looks like a foul be called on number 22 there, Caden Torado. A little push.
Lots of fouls to give.
Yep.
We might see a couple more here.
10 seconds to go here. 53-41 lead for the Falcons. Black Knight ball on the side. You know they're going to be looking for Troyer. And if not, Daig's done a heck of a job as well. 14 points for him.
Yeah,
He also has 3 fouls.
he's a nice little shooter.
Yep. Guarded by Torado. Pulled up, kicked over. Does not go for Daig. Shot does get off. Looks like a foul was called though, Coach.
That foul.
Foul was called. Bad foul there. Hard fall as well. That's 13, Daig. Hard foul. Looks like he fell. He's going to be shooting 2 here. No one will be at the line as time expired. Daig looks like he's hurting a little bit. His wrist, elbow, hand region.
See if this affects his free throws.
Yeah, first one off the back of the rim. He's had a heck of a game so far. Oh, he's shooting 3. Yeah, he's shooting 3 there. Hits 2 out of 3. Still a 10-point lead for the Falcons. Take a quick break here. Gonna think Coach, I'm gonna enjoy some delicious Angelo's pizza tonight. Lindsay Angelo, the best of the Angelos, running a fantastic pizzeria there. So
I mean, I'm partial to Kyla Angelo.
she's also an excellent Angelo.
Yeah, or Tyler Angelo.
Also an excellent Angelo.
But there is one Angelo that I am not going to mention.
Are there any others? I'm not sure.
There's one more.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't need to be mentioned, we won't mention him. Taking a quick break here.
He needs to get involved.
We need some Shobaloba in our life.
And I am going to make that suggestion to one of the Falcon leaders here next game. All right, Coach, let's see if we can...
a quick timeout there, 7 seconds in.
Let's see if we can go home happy tonight. 10-point lead with a quarter to go. Let's do it.
Coach Smith did take a timeout there just to reset his offense.
So if the starting lineup is the super senior lineup, this is the Jolly Junior lineup. We've got 4 juniors out here. So, we are going to lose a ton of seniors next year, but
we are. Need these guys.
I think Coach Smith is...
Ball stolen away by Daig there. Attempted dunk by Troyer. Partial block, I think, by Young there. Scramble for the ball out of bounds. It looks like it'll be Falcon ball. I got one official down here pointing Cedar Crest way.
Hello.
Coach Smith not messing around. He's bringing his starters back in. Torado, Champ, Marquez check right back into the game.
Troyer's got some ups. I I know he could shoot. I know he's good. But wow,
Oh, yeah.
he got up there.
Yes, he did.
Didn't come down with it, or didn't knock it down. But boy, he skied above the rim. That's for sure.
Yep. Custer stays in. Young steps out. But Marquez, Chernich, Torado back on the court together along with Champ. Hempfield switching up their defense. Kicked over for Torado to Marquez. Almost an errant pass. Marquez recovers it. Chernich guarded by Troyer over to Torado. Then Falcons holding on a 10-point lead. 7 minutes to go here. Custer down low. Dishes partially blocked. Hempfield with the steal. Troyer over to Degg. Degg brings it up. Axe leading the way. Degg pulls it back. Troyer kicks up to Degg. Degg
Nice
down
pass.
low. Spencer Troyer wide open. Easy putback.
Degg's a nice little player.
Yep.
He's
Custer
good.
dribbles through some traffic. Draws the foul. Think that'll be on Degg. That's his fourth.
He's got good command. He's a nice little field general out there.
Yep.
Speaking of field general, shout out to our good friend Coach Kirsch watching the live stream,
I'm sure he's enjoying it. Enjoying
sending
every
us
moment.
positive praise and encouragement on our.
Well, one thing Coach Kirsch knows, it's positive praise and reinforcement of good behaviors.
Absolutely.
Chernich guarded by Gable over to Champ. Champ guarded by Spencer.
You know,
Troyer.
Coach, I love when people text us when we're live streaming.
Well, I'm just glad people are enjoying this.
Well, I think they're all thirsting for the old shout out.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get a shout out next time? Man, we'll see. Hey, it means we're getting views, Coach, and in this day and age, it's all about the views.
All about the views. I'll just need clicks. Yeah, Falcons trying to avoid that baseline. Nice trap movement there. Just good defense there by, there he goes, baseline. Kicked out, Champ. One more to Torado. Open look for three. Off the rim. Chernich up with the board. Tries to go up and gets fouled hard from behind. Looks like that's going to be 24. Gable, he'll be shooting two.
I'll tell you what, I know we didn't score on it, but when Owen took the baseline drive, it was like walking a tightrope. He looked like a flying Walenda
I'll tell you what.
going across the Grand Canyon.
The Black
as
Knights
he
are cutting it off.
As
Yeah.
he hugged the baseline there, and
Oh,
ended up dishing an okay pass, but ultimately, wow, that was a nice play.
Yep.
And stays involved, gets a rebound, he gets fouled, and now he's cashing it in.
Three-point land has not been friendly to the Falcons tonight. But they have had success on the boards, on the offensive boards. That has helped them, down low. They've done a great job. So Chernich hits the first. Knocks down the second. Falcons back to a double-digit lead.
Hey,
6 minutes to go.
Hey, size matters. We talked about it at the beginning of the game, Coach. We're a little bigger, and we've been very active on the boards. And really, it's been our guards doing a lot of the heavy lifting on the boards.
They have. I wouldn't be surprised if Leo Torado, one of the smaller guys on the court, has about 7 to 8 rebounds. And so does Degg for Hempfield. He's done a heck of a job down low. Nice job by Troyer there. Goes up with it. Off the front of the rims. Marquez with the nice easy layup. Great dish there by Chernich.
Absolutely.
We got a field general. He was our defensive field general in the back half. 12-point lead here for the Falcons. Axe stolen by Chernich. Wayforth coming up behind. Ball stolen out of bounds. It'll be Falcon ball.
That's actually a bad call.
I think it might have gone off Chernich's leg, but what he was saying was that he was out of bounds. The Hempfield player was out of bounds when he tipped it.
I got you.
Yes, it did go off Chernich's leg, but the Hempfield player was out of bounds
All right.
when he tipped it off of Owen's leg.
I am not too big of a man to admit I was wrong then, Coach.
Young, great move. Doesn't
In this
go.
situation.
Marquez, big board there. No, foul call on Chernich. Coach Smith looking for a foul call off of that rebound. It was Chernich ended up finishing with the foul on Troyer. And it'll be theirs down low.
Looks like one of my D tackles is getting a little mouthy over there, Coach.
Well, he's a D tackle. What else are they supposed to do but get mouthy? And, three ball there. Who's that? 15. Whaley. 5'10 senior.
This doesn't look like a kind of game where we're going to get to see our team favorite Cam Simone. I've been watching intently over the last few live streams and been happy he was able to get in.
Yep. Out of bounds. It looks like it's Hempfield ball, but the officials are going to convene here. It might have been a tip ball, and it is. It is Falcon ball. Ball was tipped. Good politicking there by Owen Chernich. All right. Hempfield working their pressure.
I'll say this about Cameron. He's makes for a very animated end of the bench.
Yes, he does.
He's just having fun, living his best life his senior year.
He has since I first met him when he was in 3rd grade playing 9-year-old football.
Yep.
Love that Cam Simone.
Absolutely love that kid.
Falcons taking their time, trying to set something up here. Good pressure defense here by the Black Knights. Chernich over to Champ. Looks like Young working down there on Troyer.
Fernandez wide
Daig
open.
on Torado.
Can't find him.
Spencer Troyer on Chernich. Here comes Hempfield with the double. Ball tipped. It'll stay with the Falcons. Not a lot going on there with the Falcons offensively. Just got to settle in. Starters on the court for the Falcons. Axe checks in for Gable. Leading scorers, 22 points for Fernando Marquez, 18 for Troyer, 16 for Daig from Hempfield. Again, Hempfield working some of their pressure. Nice dish by Torado there to Young. Over to Champ. Corner 3 ball. Knocks it down. Big shot, Aiden Champ. 12-point lead extended again for the Falcons.
Could
Nice
that be the dagger ball, Coach?
Axe tries to answer off the front of the rim. Ooh, foul called on Chernich. Goes right away to help up. Again, love to see that. Just good basketball player, even better person. Good fun to see Owen Chernich, someone who I've seen since 1st grade basketball.
All you're really doing is aging yourself right now.
Yeah,
just want you to know that.
Don't remind me.
Dag
airball.
These are your son's best friends.
Yeah.
You've seen them all since they were in diapers. All right?
That is true.
We get it, man.
Since they were young pups.
Your kid's about to graduate.
Don't remind me.
You're almost an empty nester, a few years away.
Drive baseline, Marquez. Hard finish, well done. I'll tell you what, the Falcons came in here going against a very good Hempfield team. Chernich with great defense on the baseline, out of bounds. Excuse me, on the end line there, out of bounds. It'll be Falcon ball. Great pressure defense by number 2, Owen Chernich.
He has been so pesky tonight, and he has been so disruptive.
Him. Yep, he has frustrated him.
Definitely my defensive MVP is Owen Chernich today. My offensive MVP has got to go to the big dog himself.
Well, the 24-point Fernando so far.
Absolutely been electric with his little layups and putbacks and just rebounds and just
he's been fantastic. He
fantastic.
Really
nice cut.
Nice passing there by the Falcons. Chernich takes his time, drive baseline. Good finish off the back of the rim for the deuce. His 8th point of the night, and he's done so much else tonight as well.
Absolutely.
Just a really good basketball performance so far by the Falcons. Ball on the floor. Falcons always get on the floor. Stolen. Marquez, tries to kick it ahead to Champ and just can't quite get it there. But again, great pressure defense by the Falcons. Just a suffocating effort tonight.
Champ was looking for Dunk City, Coach. I saw it in his eyes. He was looking for Dunk City. He wanted to rock the rim with a little thunder.
Tip ball there by Champ from 13 Daig, who's played a real hard game himself. He's played a tough game. Troyer, 3 ball, forces it on the corner, tipped away by Axe. Over to Gable, rebound by Chernich. And I believe a foul called. Or maybe timeout. Looks like a timeout.
These got to be sponsor TV timeouts or something. Something.
TV timeouts, eh? Well, while we're having the TV timeout, I'll give a shout out to our sponsor, Lebanon Federal Credit Union. They've always done a great job for us. We do some of our banking there. Big fan of Miss Kalbach. Has always done a great job for our family. Raised 3 fantastic boys. So shout out to the Lebanon Federal Credit Union.
And I'll add, Coach, our live stream team is awesome, and they're always looking for new sponsors. So if there are any businesses out there, who would, like to advertise with our broadcast video crew, please contact the school and
I'd say contact Cody Hassler.
and ask for Cody Hassler.
Cody
because
Hassler, absolutely. He's our live stream guru running the show. So
what a job that guy
he does
does.
a fantastic job. So.
You know, I joke with him and I laugh, but I walk through his room every day, 8th period, when I'm leaving mine, because I have a teacher in my room, and I meet in there with he has about 5 kids in there that they work on like movies and projects and things, and they let me see him, and man, the work they do is just amazing, absolute amazing. So, you know, and we're fortunate that they let us do this too, because I know deep down you and I love doing this just because we like bantering and joking, but man, I tell you, they do a great job.
Yep, they certainly do. Final horn here coming out. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go here, fourth quarter. Falcons will inbound the ball. Hempfield applying a little bit of pressure here. A little zone press. Starters still on the court for the Falcons. Torado, Champ, Young, Chernich, and Marquez. Skip pass over to Young. Back to Chernich.
Oh, little keep away, coach. Little keep away.
Little keep away. Great dish by Chernich. Inside. Up strong. Champ with the bucket. I'll tell you what, you go from a 29 all game and a half. Falcons have scored 37 points. Another defensive effort by
Dunk City.
Torado.
Dunk City.
Champ up and slams it home for the exclamation point.
Dunk City.
20-point lead extended by the Falcons here.
Dunk City.
Big time. Again, Falcons defense has been absolutely fantastic this second half. They've had a nice game so far, but absolutely fantastic this second half on the Black Knights offense.
Uh-oh. We just got a just like football chant. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did we win that football game?
We did win that football game.
Yes, we did.
Follow up by Young. Falcons just adding to the lead here. 70 points on the Hempfield Black Knights. That is not something you see often, Coach. 70 on Hempfield. Heck of an effort here by the Falcons. Foul going to be called on Chernich.
This has been a clamp down quarter.
Yep.
We put our super senior lineup in with our lone junior RJ.
See a few Hempfield people leaving. Falcons empty their bench. Caden Torado, Dylan Groff, Mike Wolf, Owen Rager, and Alex Abreu, Alejandro. The Lightning to the Thunder and Lightning from our backfield during football season. Step on the court to finish this game out for the Falcons.
Great job by our senior Falcon players. Yep. Great job. Big section win too. Let me tell you, we're gonna have our work cut out for us. But
absolutely. Section's better than ever.
I think we have the goods. We have the goods to do it.
Yep. Hempfield empties their bench as well. Minute 8 to go here. 70-48 lead for the Falcons. Hempfield ball underneath.
If we play like this, how we played the second half, we're going to be hard to beat, Coach.
Yep.
We're going to be hard to beat in Section 1.
Yep. Student section having a blast tonight, getting after it. Under a minute. 3 ball, 14. Seth Wiggins, and he hits it. Abreu brings it up. Falcons into their offense. Rager, drive to the foul line, up off the front of the rim. Wiggins up with it. A lot of new players here on the court for the Black Knights. Another 3 ball off the front of the rim, tipped away. Looks like Laser, 42, will be up with it for the Black Knights. Dished out. 3 ball corner off the rim. Mike Wolf up with the board. Final 10 seconds here, counting down. 19-point victory for the Falcons, 70-51. Heck of a second half.
Absolutely.
Cedar Crest going away with the W.
Hey.
Coach, great first live stream here. Great game to finish on.
I had a blast. You know, Falcons with the big win, big section win. Team looked great in the second half, exactly what we asked for. And hey, we need to take this momentum into our next game, which was
next Wednesday against Penn Manor, I believe.
Next Wednesday
the 20th against Penn Manor.
big one there too.
Yep, they're 5-0 as of right now, I
Well,
believe. So
I'm pretty sure I remember.
They got some
going
players.
against them. They do have some players.
oh yeah, big, tall,
Yeah.
young. Some good
Yeah,
basketball
yeah.
players.
I remember that young man who he was tough down here when we played him. All
Freshman
right,
or
Coach.
sophomore too, young guy.
What a pleasure. Enjoyed it.
Yep. Hey, here we go. Falcon, great tradition. They're going to go over sing the school alma mater with the student section. First live stream signing off here with Nick Lambros and Brian Powers.
What?